Hey guys, okay, really quick before we start the show, I just want to remind you that you can not just listen to the show, you can see the show.
Say what?
Don't you want to see this face?
Every day.
No, not really. But you can. If you are an eligible AT&T wireless customer, you can stream our show over and over again for a year at no extra cost. Just go to fullscreen.com/AT&T for details. Enjoy the show. Hello.
Hello?
It's us.
It is.
Hi.
Hey.
I have a lot to talk about. I'm ready.
For what?
For you.
Oh,
It's kind of
about
like
time.
First of all, I need a little therapy.
Oh, no.
So
What's going on? I spend a lot of money in therapy. I can help you, baby.
but before we get to therapy,
Yeah.
You said, okay, there's like a new thing on our soundboard. What's going on?
Supposedly, let's find out. I think there's a... So that's me, you,
Wait.
and Jordana,
Wait, I
makeup
need that.
artist.
Hold on, I need that again.
Make it louder.
Was I in there?
Yeah, you're on the bass.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that. Wait, what else do we got?
I don't...
Who
That's
is
fun.
that? Is that a child? Whose child is that? Ooh,
Mic drop.
That one's awful.
All right.
Oh, I get it though. I get it.
Amen. Fist bump.
Fist bump. Amen.
Oh, I love our soundboard. Okay, well, we'll use that later.
Yeah.
First, okay, so here's the thing, and I don't want to get too sad or deep in this episode.
Okay.
By the way, do you love that I called it an episode? It's so official.
It is.
I love when YouTubers say that. Like, I watched Joey the other day. By the way, love Joey, but I watched him like putting like a dildo in the microwave, and he's like, "Okay, on this episode," I'm like, "Queen,
This episode.
grok, grok." That would be like me being like, "I'm gonna try Taco Bell on this episode." Like,
Yeah.
oh no, it's the video, grok. It ain't Netflix.
Not yet.
One day. Can you imagine? Okay, by the way. So my goal is to have a Netflix show, right? But like
Yeah.
a scripted show. But what if I feel like entertainment gets to the point where like, because I mean now Cameron Dallas has a fucking show on Netflix. Like anybody could get one, right?
Everybody.
But then I'm like, what if it turns into like YouTube-y type shit on Netflix? Like what if it's like a YouTube, like a Netflix show where it's like, and now we're gonna be putting dildos in the microwave.
Yeah, I feel like it's starting to happen, actually. I
No.
feel like there's been a couple, like, thumbnail that look like YouTube videos.
Oh, on Netflix?
Yeah.
Like what?
I don't know. I, like, frequent the, like, documentary section and stuff
Right.
like that, but I feel like the visual images, they look more like, not like a movie poster.
I
They
mean,
look more like YouTube thumbnails.
Listen, TLC's been killing it with thumbnails since day one, since the jump. I mean, their titles and thumbnails, they're the original clickbaiters. It's like, girl with no fucking legs
Yeah.
and 2 fucking heads, bitch. Click.
This week on TLC.
This week on tiny fucking little itty bitty people. Like, that's so awful.
Oh, man, on my strange addiction.
My sad, strange addiction. I can't stop eating teddy bears.
My 10,000-pound life.
Bitch.
You love that.
I wish that was a show.
I know,
They
right?
they tap out at 600.
Well, maybe if they got a couple 600s together.
Hell yeah.
That add up to 10,000.
I just figured out the moment that they haven't had on that show yet that they need. Because, okay, I've seen every episode of my 600-pound life, and I've lived it. My favorite is, they do the same thing over and over again. The person breaks a toilet seat.
I've done that before.
The person breaks the shower. Like, they, like, grab on, they break it. The person breaks their bed. And then the spouse, like, breaks their arm trying to help the person, right? But what they haven't done is had a person, like a 600-pound person, go into an elevator and look at that thing that says, like, you know,
Max weight.
maximum 600 and be like, bitch, life or death. The drop, bitch. When the beat drops.
Whoa.
And then just, like, that moment of, like, am I going to live? Am I going to die? But then, think about it this way. Like, she gets into the elevator, and the elevator's like,
Yeah.
and then they're like, get out now. But then after she loses all the weight, she comes back to that same elevator, and she goes to the rooftop. She lives her
Oh, I
life.
like that it ends on a happy note rather than just plummeting and crashing down and just fat splat everywhere.
Fat splat.
There you go.
Relatable.
Yeah.
Current mood, always.
So what's going on?
Okay, here's my thing. I don't know. I'm having this weird, like, life crisis, which it's great because Tyler Henry's here, so he's going to tell me when I'm going to die. He's a big psychic. He's great.
Yikes.
No, so I'm having this weird thing where I'm just kind of like, why? Like, what is the point of, like, anything? Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Definitely.
And I'm not depressed. I'm not, like, crying. I'm not, like, in bed. I'm not, like, I can't get out of bed. I'm not on medication. I'm just
Right.
feeling very, like, okay. I love doing the podcast. I have a lot of fun doing the podcast. But in the end, what's the point of the podcast? Like in 100 years, like why did we do this?
Are you saying that about a lot of other things in your life as well, or just this?
Not just me though, like Kylie Jenner. Like I look at her and I saw an interview and somebody's like, she's fucking killing it right now. She fucking sold so many fucking lipsticks. And I'm like, okay, she did. But like, what does that mean? Like, in the end of the day, selling a bajillion lipsticks, what is that going to do when you're dead, bitch? When you're in the ground, bitch? Like, true. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's natural to feel that way sometimes about life. Sometimes you just, you're like, and like, because you came off of like your short film, right? Not too long ago-ish, and directing it and like having fun with it. And like, I saw a zest of life in you that I haven't seen in a while. Yeah. While you're so excited about it, this, that, the other. And I think, when you come off fun things in your life or situations where you're like, yes, this is what I want to do. This gives me a new thing. And then that ends, and then you kind of go back to your normal routine. You can feel that way. I've done that before. My therapist calls it situational depression, to where I wasn't crying. I wasn't, like, I want to kill myself. It's just like, what's the point of getting out of bed today when I can just stay in here and be comfortable? Oh. Or what's the point of going over here? I lacked a lot of care, which is unlike me, but I can see where you're coming from, and I think it's totally normal to feel that way. And I think it won't last that long. But I think if you keep going down that path of what's the point, and this, that, the other, I think that's a deep hole that you're going to find yourself in.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, I wonder if people listening ever feel that way. Because, like, especially when I was a teenager, I felt like, why was I going to school? I was like, what's the point of this? Like, why am I learning math? Why? Who gives a fuck? And guess what? I've never used it. Have never used it because we have computers, bitch. We don't need math.
True, but I also sucked at math. But I think you were like, what's the point of going to math class? Because you hated school, because you hated your social life and yourself. So you'd like use math class as an excuse. What's the point?
That's so right. No, school was weird. I mean, it's interesting. I never felt super depressed in school because I knew that it like eventually would end, and I would like, my goal was like, one day I'm going to fucking come back to my high school reunion and be like, yeah, bitch, look at me. Never did.
No, you didn't?
High school reunions don't exist.
I went to one. I like helped coordinate it, actually.
Well, that's why.
Pain in the ass.
See, high school, I got a like,
and it wasn't fun.
Facebook invitation that was like, hey, come back to your high school reunion. And I was like, what? And it was literally at like a park and nobody went. And I was like, this isn't like the movies where you walk in.
It's not Romeo and Michelle.
No, like I get out of a fucking limo, bitch, in Uber, let's be honest.
Private plane.
Private plane. Private jet. And I walk in and I'm just like, hold on, Tyler Oakley on line 1.
Hello.
Just a second, Jenna Marbles on line 2. And then I walk in and I'm just, but then, no, what really happened was I watched Dawson's Creek on, loop in my bed, questioning life.
That's good. That's fine. That's better. Trust me, that's better than going to your 10-year high school reunion.
What was yours like?
A drunken disaster, just because it was like, that's uncomfortable. And like, what's interesting is that if I didn't help coordinate it, I probably wouldn't have gone. And the people that go to high school reunions are the people that have something to prove.
Ooh.
The popular people aren't going. They don't, people, it's like that. It's like, and all I did was just get drunk, put my weave in, act a fool, eat some buffet, bounced.
Yeah.
Talk to some people that I was like, not really knew. I was like, I think I remember you, but maybe not. She's like, we sat next to each other for 4 years. I was like, oh, nice to see you again.
That is one of those things where like, I feel like if I saw somebody in real life from high school that I wasn't really friends with, that I didn't really know that much, I would feel nothing. You know what I mean? I saw somebody recently and it was like, oh, we went to school together. And I remember them, but I was just like, and I pretended. I was like, bitch, what?
Right. Yeah. Oh my
selfie.
God. It's so good to see you.
Just deleted it the second I walked away.
Just
select trash.
Queen. Go with my family in the trash. That's it. That's it.
By the way, side note. Okay.
Well, I hope you feel better, side note, soon, also.
Well, here's the thing. I do feel good. Here's the thing. I'm not depressed. I've been depressed in my life, definitely. You have, I have, whatever. I'm not depressed. I'm just kind of like, what's the next step?
Yeah.
I'm a little bored. Like, I love YouTube. I love the podcast. I love it. I think maybe it's just if this Netflix shows out. I just need something a little different, something to spice it up. So I'm like really using my directing because I can't really direct here. That would be weird.
You can direct me.
Bitch, move. Show me that face. Yeah. Looks good.
Yeah. Cool. Well,
what was that?
keep pitching your projects. What the hell?
What is that? What is that? Oh.
What?
Wait, it's still going.
Thanks, Obama.
What? What the hell?
What was
What the
that?
hell?
I don't know. Okay, so side note, I was in Santa Barbara recently.
Oh, I love Santa Barbara. That's where
Yeah.
you were. I was trying to deduct where you were. I was either there or Laguna.
I want to go to Laguna
Laguna's
Beach.
fun.
I can't do Laguna Beach because that was an MTV show and I feel weird and I don't want to like.
Oh no, it's a cute
Help
little
that.
vacay spot.
Really?
I went there with Lisa. It was so much fun.
Interesting. Okay. Well, went to Santa Barbara and so I went to Vegas for New Year's and I didn't really see anything crazy. Didn't see anybody passing out. Didn't see anybody throwing up in the street. Didn't
You saw
see,
yourself doing all those things.
I did.
I
all
saw
of
it
those
on your
things,
Instagram.
but like I wasn't looking in a mirror, so I didn't see it. In Santa fucking Barbara in the winter, when there's nobody there except for me and like one old person, I'm sitting at my hotel like restaurant outside by a fire pit. And there's a fire pit behind me, and there's like these two older women, probably 45, 50. And then I just hear like, and I'm like, what was that? And then I just see her pass me. She walks right in front of me and just, and like projectile vomits for like 2.5 minutes, like a full song, like projectile vomiting, right? And I'm just like, is she gonna die? Then she walks back, sits down, orders another drink.
What?
And then the waitress, who did not see the projectile vomit, is like, sure, I'll get you another drink.
What?
I'll make it stronger. So then the woman drinks it, and then I
Get your
hear,
life together, lady.
then I hear,
40.
then I hear behind me, piss.
No.
Because
At a hotel, restaurant,
no,
bar?
that sounded like pee. But what I meant was,
Oh, I thought you pissed yourself.
what
I
I
was
meant
like,
was,
shut up.
she threw up a little bit, and it went into the fire pit. So then I smell cooked barf,
Flambe.
and I'm just like, yes, bitch. Fries smell
I
even
could probably
better
get
coming back
down
up.
on that if it was like cooked,
Cooked puke?
Like, tolerate it better.
There's a YouTuber who does that. He eats the ingredients of a cake, shakes his stomach, barfs it into a thing, and cooks it, and makes a cake out of it. Calls it barf cake. Anyways, check him out.
Very mama bird.
No, so then I'm like, oh my God, is she okay? And then she walks in front of me again, projectile vomits for another 2.5 minutes. But this time she started vomiting before she even like got to the grass. She was just like, and then it was just like
Girl!
the craziest amount of puke I've ever seen. And then she sits back down and the waiter comes out, gives her another drink. And I'm like, should I tell this waiter that she should stop serving this bitch?
Yeah, she's gonna die.
So then she drinks, does it again, barfs right in front of me. My dog tries to eat it, and I'm like, "Oh no, stop!" But also like, "What's it taste like? Tell Daddy." And then the lady is barfing, and then the waitress comes out. She's like, "Do you want another?" Oh my god! Oh my god! And the lady's like vomiting, and the waitress is
Now
like,
you
"Are you
realize?
okay?" And the lady's like, "Brr." And then the lady's like, "Gonna get another drink?" And the waitress is like, "Oh my god, no, no!"
She's with a friend, you said, right?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this friend?
Just texting.
Come on, lady. Get your
then
life together.
The waitress comes over to me. She's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry that you had to see that." I'm like, "Bitch, we've been sitting here for an hour, and this chick has barfed the whole time, and now you're saying you're sorry."
You're not a very good server.
I'd like free fries. I'd like
Free
free
everything.
everything. I'd like my drink comp.
Everything free. Did you get it?
No, because here's the thing. I actually enjoyed it.
You would.
I liked watching her puke her
You
brains out
would.
because it felt like, it's like, you know when you pop a pimple?
Yeah.
I feel like barf videos are going to be my new pimple popping videos.
No, they will never. No, don't you say that.
Because there's like a release. Like when you pop a pimple, it's like a release like, ooh, fuck yeah.
Well, we know how you feel about popping pimples.
I know, but barf might be my new pimples. Get into
You know
it.
what? If that's what it is for you, live your life.
Maybe that's where my happiness is.
Enjoy. If that's where you find that you can start caring about things, do it. But not me. Those bar videos, they get me every time. I can't even watch that scene in the Sandlot when they all puke on that little like ride.
Interesting. I don't want to talk too much about barf, but let's keep going. I think I should tell Farrah that should be her new thing.
Barfing on people?
Because it's not something that a lot of people are doing. And I feel like Farrah has so many bad memories. She could just like take one and barf. You know
And
what I mean?
just bleh, memories. Bleh.
Yeah.
Baby
Can
Sophia.
you do that?
bleh. Like barf on command?
Yeah. Or like think of a memory and barf. Or fart.
No.
Really?
I mean, I guess I've never tried.
What
Can you?
Maybe.
Like gag?
Okay,
Like
let me
bleh.
think. What's the grossest memory I have? Ooh, that's hard. Oh, got it. One time I had my face shoved in a toilet that had poop in it.
By who?
I can't talk about it.
Why? When? How old were you?
They could be convicted.
Oh.
I was young, but yeah, I chewed on a turd.
Oh,
By the way,
what?
Next title of my new book.
Yeah, chewed on a turd.
I chewed on a turd.
On this episode, and I chewed on a turd. The series, the new Netflix original.
Ooh. No, that's a TLC
Chewing
show.
turds.
Wait, you know what I want to do? Wait, side note. We got to talk about something really quick. Can we tell them what you got me for Christmas?
I would love to.
All right, go. So tell them what you got me, and then tell them how you processed that to get me that.
Okay. Well, getting you a present was difficult.
Yeah.
Because you can get yourself whatever the fuck you want. And I know how fake you are when it comes to people buying you presents and you pretending you like them. Sorry, I didn't mean to choke. So with all of that stress, I was like, oh shit, what am I going to get them? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? And then I went, ding. And I was like, I remember you talking about your Sky Zone and how you loved it. But then you kind of burned that bridge a little bit or it stopped going back or something like that.
Yeah.
And I said, how can I bring the Sky Zone to Shane? So I bought that bitch a trampoline.
You
With
literally,
like a safety guard, like a big ass trampoline.
literally, you told me, you texted me, you said, your gift is coming today. And you had told me like a month before that it was like a pillow or something, right? So
Well, I
was
tried to
like,
get you a screen pillow.
I was like, oh, a pillow, that's fun. And then so I was just like, I walk outside and I see this just ginormous box, just the size
Straight
of a
Walmart.
the size of a car. And I was just like, what is that? And I was like, is this what she got me? And then, well, first I got Crocs. And I'm like, she got me Crocs.
Oh, never.
And then I was like, I literally made a text, like a template text of like, I love it. Like with a picture of the Crocs, because I was like, how do I pretend? But then I remembered it was for a video. I'm like, oh wait, I bought these for a video.
I would never, ever buy anybody Crocs. I hate those things.
I was like, maybe you thought it was funny. And anyway, so then I walk out, I see this huge box, and I'm just like, she got me. She got me.
What if it was like a stripper?
Trampoline? Is this a trampoline? I was like, how did she, what? So then
In
I
caps
texted
lock, you go, bitch, did you get me a
I
trampoline?
literally was like, is this for real? Like, I've wanted a trampoline like my whole life, and I didn't know that it would happen, and it did, and it's all because of you. Still haven't put it together because it's huge.
I was going to say, do you want me to come over and help put it together? Because I can. I put Drew's dining room table together.
A trampoline's a little different.
I've put one together before in 8th grade. Thank you. I had one.
You had a trampoline?
Yeah, I bought it with I can do backflips. I can teach you.
See, I do need to get over a little bit of fear because of my leg.
I know. And that was one thing actually Lisa says. She's like, girl, I hope you don't break his leg. I said, I'm going to make him sign a waiver.
Well, my leg is already fucked up. So like.
But you were fine in the Sky Zone.
I know. That's what I'm thinking.
You're going to be, it's a big old trampoline. Can I come over and help you put it together? And then we can fill your pool with foam pits.
Here's the thing. When you say, can I come over and help you put it together, I imagine me helping, and I don't want to.
No, you're going to watch me put it together.
No, that makes me uncomfortable. I can't even be in the house when, like, the housekeeper's there. I got to bounce. Because I don't like sitting on the couch and, like, her cleaning my toilet and looking at me like,
I do the same.
Because then I'll be like, can I help you?
Right.
Which, by the way, speaking of turds, have you ever, like, been shitting and then it sounded like, it went, and, like, it felt like my butt was a gun. Oh, my God, wait. My new single, My Butt Was a Gun. My butt was a gun, and like a paintball gun is what it sounded like.
Like a solid turd.
No, I think it was a tiny, tiny nugget that was lodged way up in the gun. And then somebody was cocking, and then finally, doofash! And like it hit the toilet with such vigor, just such like, that like it moved me.
Ooh.
I was moved.
Okay.
And then when I wiped and everything, I got up and then I looked in the toilet and there was just like this like crazy like dent almost in my toilet with this little nugget. And I left it there and I forgot. And then the housekeeper came and I forgot about it.
You don't flush after you turd in it?
No, I flushed it, but the problem was the nugget was lodged. Were you listening?
Like the streak on the toilet bowl?
Kind of like that.
Like the mud that gets stuck?
Oh, that made me sick. Like, I've been fine up until you said
You definitely gagged.
the mud. Because, like, mud butt is
like
the worst.
Yeah.
So then I walked by her, and she's, like, scraping at it with a spoon or something. Like, just, like, going in on the turd. And I'm just like, what is she doing? She's been in that bathroom forever. I'm like, why is she taking forever? And they're like, oh, no. Oh, my God, that turd.
Yeah.
And then I just hear the smallest little, and you're going to think I'm lying and exaggerating for the story, but I swear to God, I hear the smallest little.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And I'm like, did I make my housekeeper gag?
Probably.
But then I guess when you're a housekeeper, I mean, you either have the strongest stomach alive because you see pubic hair everywhere. You see the drain. You see that grossest
That's
shit.
why I don't clean.
Or like you just fight through the gag.
Yeah.
And you're like, bitch, I got to make the coin.
Maybe she was practicing her gag reflex.
Ew.
Who knows? I got a cleaning person over the holiday, or like a while ago or whatever. But because I have an issue with cleaning people, I get like anxiety because it's like you're gonna see my dark secrets, and I don't. But like I don't like to clean, so it was like it's important for me. And someone had actually got me as a present, like to a cleaning person to come and booked it. And I was having anxiety and I was freaking out and all this stuff. This bitch rolls up. Hey, girl! I call him my clean queen, Courtney. The universe knew I needed a gay.
Wait,
and
his name is Courtney?
Courtney.
Love that.
Courtney Churchill. He fabulous. I was like invited to all his parties all of a sudden. Like I wanted to start helping him clean because he was like, girl, I ain't here to judge. I here to make money. And I said, okay,
Wait, but did
clean
you,
queens.
Did you help him?
No, of course not.
Oh, I was going to say.
I
'cause
wanted to.
That
though.
could be the hustle. The
Right.
hustle is him walking and being like, let's be best friends. And then
Right.
you feel like you have to help him.
Yeah. And no, I was just pretty much pitching a business idea that, like, you need to start clean queens because if I knew that you were a nice, friendly gay male, I would have booked you from the start.
Right.
Because, like, I'm comfortable with those people.
Right.
You know, clean queens, click clack.
That's a very small, weird niche market.
But it would help
Of
me.
like people with issues that are only comfortable with gay people.
There's a
It's very
market.
specific market. I'm
There's a
in. Let's
market,
figure
right?
it out. Let's talk about it.
Clean queens.
So, like, what's your logo?
Just like a mop and with like a crown
No,
on it.
no, bitch. Like the mop is like a weave.
Ooh.
Like the mop is
It's an upside down
snatched.
mop, like standing
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
like,
yeah. And the mop is killing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the plunger, those are like the hips.
Ooh.
Like you see this like big old plunger bitch, like just like killing it.
Okay.
And then what else? You got
You got the scraper.
she's not invited.
Okay.
She's fucked up.
Windex bottles.
What?
Like the
Windex
bottles to clean.
No, her shape is off.
Got it. Okay. Cool. All right. We'll start thinking
We'll
about it.
figure it out.
Towels. We'll figure it out.
I love it.
Okay.
Good for you. I think
Mhm.
it's time for
Fair Abraham
wait,
time.
Fair Abraham.
God made a mistake. Can we do that again?
Fair Abraham time.
Thanks, Obama.
Oops, bitch. All
What
right.
is going on in her life?
What is going on in Farrah's life? Well, I don't know if you see it, and this kind of happened a while ago now by the time this airs. However, did you see Farrah's engagement ring that she bought for herself? Because she can.
I'm sorry, hold on. First of all, I just need to get this out. Fucking me. Okay, sorry, I got it. Wait, what? Farrah bought her own engagement ring.
Yes, because she can.
What the fuck does that mean? Is she engaged to herself?
Well, there was like rumors that like, oh, it's Simon maybe or like whatever,
Don't
but
know what that
like,
means.
like her like on again, off again, dude.
No.
But I guess she said, this is what she said about it. I bought an engagement ring that Simon had organized.
Organized.
Okay.
That means not paid for.
And he said to get it and was excited about it. ... I thought he was going to propose and nothing's ever happened. She goes,
Ooh.
I've had this ring. Simon still has not paid me back for it. I'm just really upset he did that. And I did not pick one out. Then he said, oh no, I didn't want you to pay me back for that one. I didn't want to give that to you.
Hold on.
Woohoo!
Did she type this out or where was this?
I found that in an article for an interview.
Also, I love that Farrah has hairy fingers.
Does
That's
she?
actually my hand. Look at
didn't
her
even
hairy ass
notice.
fingers. I love it. It's so real.
Oh yeah, that's
Like
some
she
fuss.
waxed the pussy and she missed the fingers.
Like, girl, what are you thinking?
I love her. Where is she, by the way? I'm trying to like really process this picture.
Probably riding around on her golf cart with Sophia.
I just. Also,
don't
oh my
know.
God! Wait, that is my hand. Me and Farrah have the same freckle.
You
on
got
our
a mole
fingers.
on the middle?
This is that me?
It could be Mandela
What
effect.
if? Mandela, I'm Farrah. What if? Like, think about it.
Yeah.
What if the whole time, like, you thought Farrah Abraham was Farrah Abraham, in reality, it was me in a wig?
Well, I mean, I think me personally, I'm a little different because I have been probably the only witness to see you two in the same room at the same time.
It was an
So
illusion.
unless you were like hologramming.
It was an illusion.
But that was in the bunk studios back then. So I don't think we
yeah.
could have done that. We didn't have that kind of production money.
It was an illusion.
Okay.
Everything is not real.
Oh,
Have you heard about the theory that nothing is real?
isn't that like psychology?
No, it's like that we're all living in a matrix.
We're all living in a matrix.
Yeah, including Farrah. Maybe
And
Farrah
it's like
created it.
how you interpret the world, man.
No, okay, because think about it this way, and I'm going to make this real short and sweet because we're running out of time. But think about it this way. Like VR right now, virtual reality, is getting really good. Like, I don't know if you've ever done it. We should get one for the show.
haven't.
It's literally so weird. Like, they put it on me, and I was like, underwater. And I literally was underwater, bitch. I was like, blah, 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 blah. Like, it was crazy.
Whoa. All right.
It was crazy. So then I was just like, wow, this is scary. And this is just the first version, which means it's going to get crazier.
Yeah.
And then now there's porn where, like, you can attach, like, a fleshlight to your thing, and you can get your dick sucked while you're
Like
watching
Bluetooth?
a girl suck your dick.
Like a Bluetooth fucking flashlight or
Kind
something?
of, yeah.
Oh my God.
So then I'm
wireless.
just like, then I'm like, oh my God, like if that becomes super, super real, nobody's going to ever get married. Nobody's going to ever want to fuck. Nobody's ever going to leave their house because they can literally live their whole life with this VR on.
Yeah.
Having sex with whoever they want.
Do that without the virtuality head mask. So that's cool.
But like then the theory is that like virtual reality gets so intensely amazing that this is virtual reality. And we are in the future right now.
It swaps.
You know what I'm saying?
I do. I don't know if I necessarily like believe in that wholeheartedly, but I get it.
Like, what if right now all we are is an alien is fucking playing virtual reality, bitch? Like he just got his alien dick sucked. And now he's like, okay, done with that. Threw her to the side. Let's watch Shane and Friends on full screen. Maybe. You never know.
Oh.
Did you ever feel like when you were a kid that everything was for you? Like the Truman Show? Like you were like walking around, you're like, all these bitches are actors.
No. I'm not as narcissistic as you are, Shane.
But do you know what I mean? Like, because the Truman Show scared me because I'm like, what if they're right? What if everybody's fake? What if everybody hates me? What if everybody's whatever? I mean, that only lasted like I was 10. But like, it still was crazy. And then as I got older, I'm like, that is the craziest thing ever. Like to think everybody's life is like, oh, just for me.
It's for me. That's, I think, like schizophrenia.
That's how Farrah thinks.
Or like, that's definitely, I think, a mental disorder.
Oh, really?
I probably,
It
like,
only lasted a few months at my age of 10, and I'm good now.
There you go.
Well, guys, actually, this is a perfect segue. Speaking of crazy things that we don't understand, Tyler Henry's here, and he is going to talk about death and life and the universe. He's a medium. He's a psychic. He's going to read us, bitch.
I'm excited.
And I'm excited for him to talk to all my dead relatives.
All right. I invited mine to come and show up on the way while I was here.
Really?
Yeah, I like gave a shout out. I was like, Grandma Louise, if you want to come out, I got this friend Tyler coming today. Like, if you want to connect with him in the spirit world, feel free to come out, Queen.
By the way, so he can't hear us right now because like this first 20 minutes of the show, nobody can hear except for like a producer. So like if he does bring up your Grandma Louise, is that online anywhere?
I don't know. I don't know if when we were with the psychic twins, if she said anything.
All right.
But
Well,
she's come through with my other medium that I talked to.
If he brings it up, then bitch, he's legit.
Okay.
I mean, he's already legit, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying that'll be a moment.
Okay.
All right, guys, we're going to pee. When we come back, we are going to see Tyler Henry. See you soon. Oh my God. Okay, guys, we're back. We're here with Tyler Henry. I am so excited. I've been like holding back because like I try to hold back because I don't want to scare you away.
Oh my gosh, no.
Don't do that in relationships, but I should. Okay, you probably have been asked a bajillion things. People are probably like, talk to my dead grandma, like a lot of that. But I'm going to ask you more about like Wendy Williams. You know her, you met her. How was that?
Did I meet Wendy Williams?
You didn't?
I don't think so. Maybe you're psychic and you're having a vision of the future.
Maybe.
That's what it is.
How you doing?
I mean, I went on The View. I read Raven Simone, you know.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Wendy Williams,
wait,
Raven
wait,
Simone.
I have a list here. Wait,
Oh,
Caitlyn
my.
Jenner. I was thinking Tyra.
Oh.
Same thing.
Oh, my.
Both
Different
queens.
Smize.
I haven't met her either, but that would
No,
be
I
interesting.
wrote down Tyra because I feel like you should,
I should.
meet her.
I need to. You need to, like, yes, it's an intuitive hunch.
But Raven.
Yes.
How was that?
Oh my God, that was incredible. So I went on The View randomly, and they just told me they were going to have me just read these people. And so they didn't tell me who I was reading or what was going to happen. They were kind of skeptical. So I sit down, and Raven Simone enters the building.
Oh, girl.
And I was just immediately overwhelmed.
Oh my God.
And immediately, I mean, I was like, it was just ironic because that's a Raven. Obviously, it was like my favorite show. But yeah, when I sat across from her, it was really strange because immediately I felt a connection on her mom's side of family. And all these details started coming through about a relative that had dealt with an alcohol problem, and he had a message for Raven's mother, and then Raven called her mom. And this all happened within the course of like 45 seconds.
Oh my God.
And by the end of the segment, like, it had only gone like a minute and a half, and she got up and just like left because it was just so overwhelming for her. And I think she went into it probably not knowing what to expect, as most people do. But it was
Wait, she
definitely
just
intense.
left?
Like, she got up and she was like, "This is a lot for me to handle. Like, thank you." And then she left. So it was-
Wow.
But she got what she was needing, and I think more importantly, the message got delivered to her mom about a very personal situation that she had never had resolution with the death of her father. So
Wow. Have you ever had that happen where somebody's like, where you're reading them and somebody's like,
Oh my God, all the
That's
time.
not true.
Yes, watch Boy George on season 1. It was quite the reading. And that does sometimes happen where, you know, I'll be connecting to information. And I've done over 1,000 readings, so I know when something's coming through, I have to stick with it. I really have to trust that what I'm seeing for a reason.
Right.
And I find that, you know, if I stick to my guns and if I stick to the information that's coming through, it tends to always pan out, even if the person in front of me isn't super receptive.
Right.
That's actually in the show why I encourage people to bring like friends and family, you know, to the readings as well, because sometimes they can provide validation that the person in front of me might not necessarily understand.
Right.
So,
What do you do if you see something really bad?
you know, there's definitely elements of this that can be difficult, but I always say going into reading, I try to set the intention to really only connect information that's going to be helpful to my client.
Right.
Or else what's the point of doing a reading? You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't think the future's so much set in stone. I think there's certain things we can, to some extent, kind of alter. But most of what I focus on is really in the here and the now, and just letting people have a sense of resolution with grief, provide validation, or just whatever they're looking for.
Spiritual healing.
Yeah, and it's more about that. But certainly, I mean, subjects do come up that are heavy, even on the show. Alcoholism, paternity issues, like, who's my daddy? Like that, like stuff like that comes through. But it's typically done in a way that's, meant to provide answers and ultimately resolution.
So can you change the future? Because I've had some readings and, whether it's a relationship thing, like, oh, you're going to date this person and it's only going to last this amount of time, or, oh, this person's going to burn you, or, oh, like, so if I know that, can I change that?
I absolutely think that there are certain aspects that we can change when it comes to the future. I think that we are on certain trajectories in certain situations in our lives. And I think that in some cases, these trajectories can be changed. And I think a valid psychic is really just going to tell you kind of what that trajectory is doing, where it's headed. And I think that there are factors that we can change. Sometimes there's factors that we can't. But it's just really getting an idea of kind of the direction in which things are going. Right. And I try to actually sometimes even avoid people's love lives.
Yeah.
Because,
Me too, girl.
I can barely, I'm working with my own. But that can actually be a challenge because I never want to limit a person's love life. So I never say, this is your soulmate's name. This is who you are going to be with. I say, this is an option. This is an individual who I see could be a resource for love and a connection if you agree and if you feel that yourself. So it's not about limiting people. It's just more so about telling them what their options are.
How do you date? How do you, if I were to okay, I'm on Bumble, right? I'm like swiping, and I see you and I'm like, yes, bitch, match.
Right.
And then just assuming I can see the future. And then, but then I'm just like, the fuck, psych, the fuck.
Right.
I mean, granted, I'm weird, so I'd be into that. But I feel like a normal person who's not afraid of the future is going to be like, wait, what? No, that's scary because they're going to know all my secrets. They're going to know when we're going to break up. Like, how do you deal with that?
It doesn't work necessarily like that, like where
What
you
do you
know
mean?
every last thing
Well,
about
I know, but when you
somebody,
hear
right?
the word psychic or medium, you're like, bitch, they know it all.
Oh,
They know my
yeah.
bank account
Right.
number.
Well, and that's the thing. There's so many misconceptions about what this is and what this ability is. Because I mean, when you think of a psychic, you think of like the crystal ball, the lady with the head wrap and all that. But for me, I've really tried to redefine that. And I find when I go into a dating situation, you have to be yourself. And I think it's important in any friendship or relationship that we share parts of ourselves and that we bond with each other through sharing, details and personal, intimate things.
Oh, that's how it works.
It can be challenging when you're with somebody who's seeing some maybe very intimate or personal things that you're not ready to share yet a week into the relationship. And that can make a very connecting relationship, but also can be very polarizing. It can make people either run out the door, or I know that they're really meant to be in my life because it takes a very unique fit to be in my life.
Do you have have you ever had a first date where they find out what you do, or maybe they know before, and then they're just like, wow, so how was your day? Anyways, tell me about my dead grandma. Like right on the first date.
Yes, but
Obnox.
weirdly, funny enough, there was a whole situation where I went on a date randomly, and I was the one to do it. I was like, no, your grandmother's coming through, and she has a message. And I was like, and I can't go home with you because your grandma's going through. But
Ooh, that's kind of weird. Like, have you ever been having sex or anything and
Oh my
spirits
God.
watching you?
I knew that question was coming.
Oh my God.
But no, they do not. But in that case, I felt like a message had to be delivered. So I did, and we actually had a really great connection because of it. Because most dates you're talking about superficial stuff, like, oh, what do you do? What are your plans? You want kids? But now we talked about the most important person in his entire life, like his grandmother, who made a huge impact, and that was really special for both
Then
of us.
how did it go?
It went good. We're doing good.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I know.
But were you scared though, like the first time you had sex, you're like, grandma's gonna be.
Oh my lord!
channeling, peeking
Grandma's
through
definitely
the
not on my radar.
Does she ever still chime in? She's like, you should really cup the balls. Or...
Oh my God.
Grandma was better at cooking advice.
Okay.
So when I'm stirring the pot, she's like, a little cumin.
That is one of my biggest fears because I believe. Listen, we are not scared. I believe in
me
fucking
too.
everything, bitch. I believe in aliens. Yeah. We were just talking about it earlier. We're all living in a matrix.
Right.
So I'm down. Sure. But it is one of my fears, thinking about because a lot of psychics have told me, and I work with the psychic twins, and I work with so many people, and I buy all of it. I love it. But people always say to me, you have so many spirits around you because you're so open, and there's a lot, and my grandma is always coming through and all this stuff.
Sure.
So then I'm just like, is this bitch ever gonna leave? Because she's like, fucking up, let me get my game. And I feel like I can't even be alone without thinking about the fact that there's a bunch of fucking people around me, and it's kind of freaking me out.
Well, it's understandable because I think, a lot of people come to me and ask the question of is my loved one watching me in the shower? How does that work? And that's an understandable question, but I find that through the process of transitioning, people oftentimes acknowledge that they let go of the ego when they die. And that's a big part of, I believe, the process of death. We both realize the things that mattered most to us in our human lives.
Right.
But we also realize, what really didn't matter: fear and ego. And we come to terms with this when we transition. So in our day-to-day life, we are maybe self-conscious or aware of, who we are, what we're going through, and we have insecurities and fears. But on the other side, when they come through, they're not worried about you in the shower. They're not worried about watching, who you're with or what's going on. Because I believe that from where they're at and from what their perspective is, it's just so much more enlightened. And it's not like they're necessarily watching you as much as they're connected to you.
And our insecurities aren't their insecurities.
Exactly.
Maybe I'm uncomfortable taking a shower or whatever,
Yeah. Like my grandma's, like my grandma's like, bitch, I'm an angel now. I don't even remember what a dick looked like.
Right.
I can't judge that stuff.
I'm just happy you're in the shower.
For sure.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, exactly. At least you're washing behind your ears.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Wait, okay. So I know that your full reading takes like an hour,
Yeah.
and that's probably a lot of energy or whatever. But just sitting here in this room,
right.
do you feel anything coming from either of us?
So typically what will happen when I sit down with a person is I'll just tend to get kind of like impressions from my surroundings.
Uh-oh.
And so that might, be something like, as I'm sitting across from you, like you have a susceptibility to a stomach problem that you're gonna have to keep in mind over the course of the next 2 years. Like you need to minimize like alcohol or not drink. And you'll find that like in the next coming years, either your body will process alcohol differently.
Wait,
like
is that
or just
real?
avoid, like really keep it in mind. Like you might, I don't know if you drink or not, but just keep that in mind that could be like a susceptibility because as I'm just sitting in front of you, like my stomach hurts. And so it's good to keep in mind. But basically when I sit with people, I'm kind of always being inundated with information. It takes really typically sitting down and I think scribbling and kind of going through my process to get everything out and to compartmentalize information and deliver it in a way that's kind of cohesive and makes sense. So.
Right.
So you feel it too, or do you see images? Like, how do you?
I always say my sixth sense uses the other five senses to communicate. So when I'm sitting with a person, I'll get a physical sensation in my stomach. I might get a vision. I might hear a voice. When I'm doing an interview like this, I tend to try to really focus on like the person's, what they're saying and my answer, my responses. But meanwhile, I'm still being kind of overwhelmed with various things. So.
Wow.
Is that hard to deal with?
Incredibly. But I've also dealt with this for 10 years. So, I discovered my ability when I was 10 years old after a premonition of my grandmother's death. And I grew up in a family that did not believe in, really much of anything as far as psychics goes. And it just really changed in that moment. So it's been a lot of time to really process this lifestyle. But it's never a dull moment.
Wow.
So do you find though, because the question I had, because you're 20?
Yeah, 21. I just turned 21.
Oh,
I know.
yay.
Yes.
Congrats.
So crazy. You're so young. Like, I feel like that must be hard to even just have friends. I feel like everybody around you, number one, I feel like everybody secretly wants to know everything about their future, so that would be annoying. But then also, are you just getting all like, is your stomach just hurting all the time? You're like, oh my God, I got to get away from these
That's
people.
got to be a lot, though.
It can. I mean, I actually just recently moved to a mountain, like in the middle of nowhere, so that really helps.
Are you
kind of
picking
getting
up on the
away from
animals now, though?
Not so much, but they're much easier to deal with.
Yeah, right?
Wow. So can you talk to animals?
No, they tend to not. Well, I talk to them; they don't talk back.
Yeah, me
But
too.
you don't feel
But if they
anything? Like,
do.
do animals have souls?
I
What
do
they
believe
have?
animals do have souls, and I think that oftentimes love comes in many different forms. I think that if we look at the love we get from people we care about, we can get love from an animal. There's different types of love that we get, and I think that love is the connective force that, at the end of the day, really connects us all, and that continues on. So I believe that I've had dogs come through, pets come through. Love is so much more than just one definition.
So do you think, like, what are your thoughts about the afterlife? Do you believe, what do you believe in?
Well, it's a big question. I'm always the first to say I don't know, all of how that works on the other side, nor will I ever claim to. But I do know a few things after 1,000 readings, and it's that life is a series of lessons. I believe that in life, we go through all these challenges and obstacles that all, in the grand scheme, are meant to teach us lessons as a soul. And I believe that we take these lessons with us when we transition, and that ultimately, in the here and the now, if we can have communication and have gratitude and have appreciation, then we don't have to have peace on the other side. We can implement that peace in the here and the now. And when people come through, they acknowledge being free of their ego and are able to really just acknowledge being in the moment and be present. And I think it's something we all can strive for without necessarily being deceased.
Do you think there's a certain amount of lessons that each soul needs to learn before moving on to angel status? Like, say I die and I only learned 3 out of 5 lessons. Am I coming back and trying to learn the next 2?
I don't really think it quite works in that way. I think that naturally things go as they're meant. I think that when people transition, they've learned to whatever extent they were meant to learn in that lifetime. I think that they may continue to retain lessons, as their souls continue on. It's very much so like in first grade. If you've ever learned a lesson, you learn that lesson one time, but 10 years after first grade, you can still look back at that memory and still learn new things from that one experience because you've had 10 years of experience after that. So it's like you're always learning from lessons you've previously learned from.
Do you make predictions about bigger things like pop culture, world events? Or
That can be a tough one, and sometimes stuff will come through. The reason why I tend to try to be conscious with that is because it's something for me that I want to be careful involving people in readings that aren't in front of me. And like when people would ask me about like the presidential election and all that, it was a tough one because it's like, I feel like as a person who's connecting to energy, I want to really just connect to information that's going to be for the person sitting in front of me. And so world events can sometimes be difficult, but there are instances of like natural disasters that have came through, instances like that. But typically it's more on a one-on-one basis.
What's like the craziest thing that either like world event or natural disaster? What's like the craziest thing that you've felt and that happened?
Oh my gosh, my lord! There's been, I mean, so many instances. As far as I think on a one-on-one level, primarily with people, is usually kind of where it's at. There was an instance a couple months ago where I woke up in the middle of the night and it was like 3 a.m. I got up and I just felt like there was going to be an earthquake, and it was like, freaking me out. And I thought it could have been like, here, and I just kept hearing like 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, and then sure enough, 7.5 earthquake happened like the next day when I woken up in a different country. But it just like for some reason I was just like, I feel like this is gonna happen. I just don't know where. And then sure enough it does.
Oh, that would make me so anxious.
Yeah, but thankfully.
Like if I knew a bunch of, but like.
Right, but typically it's never really, unless I can change it, I don't want to see it. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how it works.
So then do you feel like, okay, so we're sitting here, it's me, Jess, and you, and there's people over there, but like, we're here.
Right.
Do you like feel dead people? Do you see it? Do you hear it? Is it more just like, you can't really like tap into it, it just comes into you?
So it's kind of like a feeling of having someone knock at your door, and you can make the choice to open that door. And so as I'm sitting here, basically, it just kind of feels like there's a bunch of people on the other side of that door. It's like they're shifting.
Open it.
Open!
But no, I know. But the way it comes through is it's almost like a feeling of like a building and like a pressure. And then in the event that you open that door and you scribble, basically information will come through visually, audibly, physically. And I basically have to put those all together in a way to figure out what's trying to be communicated. Because you can't really figure out, based on a stomach pain, what's trying to be communicated.
Yeah.
But when I see a stomach pain and then I see a hospital bed, put those two things together and that could mean stomach cancer. So it's like that kind of thing.
Do I have stomach cancer?
Oh no, you're good. You're fine.
Oh my God.
Not you. You're good. But
like, bitch, I will stop drinking. I will stop going to Chipotle.
exactly. No
Get that Splenda
Chipotle.
done.
Exactly. Get some Splenda, but no, you're fine.
Is there a lot
Wait,
of
is
doors
Splenda
or is
bad?
it one
Is
door?
Splenda-
You're good.
Wait, no, but this is this is serious. Okay.
Oh my. All right.
So, my stomach, I mean, and I've talked about this before, but I had this like crazy addiction to artificial sweeteners, like
wow.
to a point where I was eating like 250 packets a day.
Jeez.
Little addictive personality I got. So anyways, so I quit that for like, I don't know, like 2 years or something, maybe longer, maybe 3 years. And then recently, like, I've been getting iced coffee because I was trying to stop diet soda, so I was doing coffee, but then I'd put like 1 Splenda and 2 Splenda in. And now I'm scared of like going back and getting into that. And then when you used to the stomach thing, I'm like, isn't that what it is?
For me, I think it's more alcohol. I think it's just good to
Really?
keep in mind, just the way that your body processes it. You have a susceptibility, like a stomach and a stomach acidity thing, and you might just notice that affects that
You're
area.
right. That's so interesting because I'm not a huge drinker, but like the last couple weekends, like for the last 2 months, I've been like, oh, I'll have a drink, but I always feel kind of sick and my stomach hurts.
Weird, yeah.
Crap.
Maybe you're allergic to that stuff.
Now I gotta do drugs, and I've never done them. I'm scared.
Caffeine, just do caffeine.
I need a little something.
I have a question. So when you were talking about like the doors and them knocking, does each spirit get their own door? Or is it like one big old Tyler door and they're all knocking at once?
It's thankfully not a literal door, but it does feel like oftentimes I'll have like, let's say there's 12 people trying to connect, they'll all feel like they're trying to come through really strongly. And then what I basically have to do if I do groups of like 200 people or whatever, I have to kind of take each person and kind of communicate everything they're saying and then go back and say, okay, where does this fit? Where does that fit? Where does that fit? And then ultimately it feels like kind of, they're literally like in line and they figure out who they're connecting to.
Okay, well, can we crack the door a little bit?
Oh my God, we can see if anything pops in. Do I have like a pen?
Oh,
Sure, girl. I got a whole notebook.
We'll
What
get
you
a
need?
notebook. We'll do it. Look at this.
Do it.
See if anything pops in.
Yeah.
So ready.
All right, well, let's see.
All right. So you're scribbling. He's making notes on the paper. I'm just letting the audience know what's going on here.
Let's see if anything pops in. Got that.
I'm so excited.
Let me see there. You. Grandma.
Oh my God.
That's weird. Okay.
It's probably
Okay, so I
me.
feel like I have to talk about grandma. I don't know. Okay, this is literally the way I'm going to try to describe this. So really, there's a reference to grandma, and then I feel like I have to talk about reference to you, and then I'm talking about brother. Shane, do you have a brother?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to talk about this in a sec, but there's a reference to residence, and I feel like I have to talk about where brother would be living or where brother would be at. But there's going to be a whole discussion about either a reference to a shift or a change, because I'm seeing boxes.
Okay.
When I see boxes, that tends to indicate a reference to like a move, an opportunity for shift, but it tends to be usually in like a residential sense. But yeah, there's a random reference to brother. Was your grandmother close with your brother at all? Okay. Let me look and see if I've got that. Thank you. Okay. That, there. Would this be Tom? That is weird. Okay, keep in mind there is a reference coming through pretty strongly. Tommy. Check and see who Tommy is. This is random in the way this is coming through. I don't know if this is Tommy Boy or Tommy. This is kind of a weird thing the way this is popping in, but it's coming about in a roundabout way. And I feel like it's like a nickname that someone would have had. But keep this in mind. There's a reference like Tommy Boy, Tommy Boy, Tommy Boy. Is popping in. But I feel like it's like, obviously, you're not Tommy, so I'm not thinking that would be for you. Give me one minute there.
And this could also be for her. Or
No,
is it?
it's for definitely on.
Interesting.
I'm thinking. Okay, give me 1 minute. Grandma. So it's interesting because there's a reference to grandma, but I feel like grandma tried to come through twice. This is strange. I'm referencing to hospital. And then a mother figure. Okay. Do you know if your grandmother like stepped in as a mom, or if there was a situation? Because the way this is coming through is normally when I connect to people's family members, they'll come through kind of like through the association. And when I'm connecting to your grandma, she comes through as mom, not grandma.
Right.
She's insisting that I call her mom.
Yeah.
Like I'm mom. I'm mom. So it's interesting the way that's coming through, but typically they don't do that if it's just like, you know, like just a grandma in the way it's coming across. It's very much so like I'm mom. There is an acknowledgement of like brother, and then acknowledging brother, and then I feel like I have to just prioritize like your brother, and I feel like I have to talk about like mental and emotional, and I feel like I'm having to go through references to susceptibility to depression, and then she's acknowledging him being like separate or putting him alone, and she's just watching over him, but there's a feeling of like watch your brother, be around him, just acknowledgement of transition, and I just feel like there would be a reference to like a residential change. So.
Yeah, no, that all makes sense because my brother. So my grandma pretty much raised us because my mom was working. She was single mom, so she was working 24/7. So my grandma pretty much raised us. Right. So that makes a lot of sense. Right. My brother, the moving thing, he definitely is going through a thing where he's feeling kind of like, what's the point of everything? Which I definitely go through. We were just talking about that earlier. For sure. His is a little darker than mine. Right. And I think him and his wife are probably going to be moving because of some stuff going on with her family. So yeah, that all makes sense. But yeah, she definitely, every time I've seen a medium or the psychic twins or anybody, they're always like, your grandma's trying to like talk to your brother because he needs like some help.
It's interesting, and I find when they come through, they'll prioritize often the people that they feel they need it the most. And the fact that your grandmother comes through, and the first message isn't like, oh, you have to watch out for something, is actually a good thing, because it means that she's not worried or concerned or needing to focus that energy and deliver that message to you.
Right. She did a few years ago. My grandma came through. I saw her in my closet, and I didn't really believe in ghosts up until that point when I saw my dead grandma. I was like, oh, there they are. But yeah, she was coming through trying to tell me about something I needed to do in my life, and then I did it, and then I felt better, and everything was good. And then she kept coming back, and then all the mediums were like, oh, she's trying to talk to your brother now. Yeah. And I was like, oh, shit.
Yep. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's really
Is your brother as open and susceptible to everything as you are?
Oh, yeah. Well, but his whole thing, though, is like, he has a very, like, you know how I believe in conspiracy theories and I kind of believe in aliens and I'm kind of like down for anything? He is too, but in a way where he's like, I believe in it. It's like a little bit like, all right, girl, calm down. Right. So like, I think the way I put it is he's so open-minded, his brains are going to fall out. You know what I mean? Like he's so like down for anything where I think it's too much to be down for.
Well, I hope he packs them up in those boxes when he moves. Put the brains back in the box.
Good things will come, no doubt.
That's so interesting. Yeah, my grandma always comes through. She's always the one. My grandma or do you see anybody for Jess? Do you feel anything?
Oh my gosh, let's see.
Should we switch seats?
I feel like grandma's like the primary energy, but after, if you like, we can maybe talk.
But grandma,
mine always comes through. My grandma as well.
I love it.
That's so interesting. I feel like, why is it just grandma? Like my other relatives are like, meh.
Right.
Bitch, we're done.
I just connect with her the most.
Yeah, who were you closest to of all your family? Of anyone that's passed
I never
on?
met her though.
My grandma, for
well,
sure.
then there you go. That's
Yeah.
Because in life, it's like people are like, why would that person come through? And it's the same reason, like, too, like people are afraid, like if they're laying in bed at night and they hear like a noise and they're like, oh my God, it's a ghost. You know, people are afraid of visitations sometimes. And I always tell people like, don't be afraid of visitations. It's not a ghost. This is your grandmother. These are your brothers, your sisters, your mother, you know, the people that you love and had a whole lifetime of experiences and love with. why be afraid when they give that validation that they're around?
What are your thoughts on sleep paralysis?
Sleep paralysis, I think, is definitely a very medical condition, very, very real, and has oftentimes physiological explanations completely. However, I do think that there are instances where people can have intuitive experiences when they are in like a hypogonic state or when they're kind of in the in-between. But there are, definitely medical explanations in some cases, but sometimes it helps.
Well, yeah, I think sometimes like sleep. Have you ever had it, Jess?
Well, I've had a couple of times, like sometimes it's like I get images a lot of faces that come through, like different people I don't know, old people, whatever, and then they like morph like into another face. And then sometimes it'll be a scary fucking demon face. And then it'll be like a cute little baby. And like, I don't know if it's just because I smoke a lot of weed or whatever, but
Yeah,
woo, that gets me.
quite the baby.
Well, the sleep,
Yeah, exactly.
the sleep paralysis, like I know when I have it at least 5 times a week, and I know when it's like the medical one because if I sleep on my back 100%, or like there's certain things if I do whatever, but then sometimes I'll get one that feels very different, and then I feel like I'm like actually outside of my body, and I'm like, oh shit, bitch, I'm flying around, and then I'll see stuff, and it's very interesting. But a lot of people don't believe it, and they're just like, no. So I'm always curious, like, oh, what is like somebody like you who believes in a lot of that stuff?
Because I've definitely had moments of like total medical sleep paralysis, and to me it feels completely different. And other times I'll have moments where I'm waking up and I can't move, but I'm fully conscientious, and I'm seeing people come through. So it can happen for sure.
So when is like, is there like a certain time of day where you get more activity? Because I feel like they say ghost time is like 3 a.m.
3:30 a.m. Exactly.
Funny enough, I think that misconception comes from just the fact that typically at night people tend to be more intuitive. And the reason being is that in our day-to-day lives, we're busy with our schedules, we're distracted. At night is actually the time that you take to kind of unwind and relax. And as a result, a lot of people don't realize, but they actually become much more in tune with their intuition as they're able to quiet their mind. And as a result, they often have spiritual experiences. So I don't think the dead are walking around, specifically waiting for midnight or 3 a.m. or the witching hour. But,
Time to clock in.
It just means that we might be a little bit more susceptible and therefore likely and quiet to see that and feel that.
Right. Have you ever had celebrity? Because you have a show on E and you do readings on celebrities. Have you ever had a celebrity like that you've been like, oh, I need to read this person. I need to tell them something. And the celebrity's like, no, I can't do that.
Ooh, good question.
Or like they're afraid to do it.
I'm sure that there's varying degrees of belief going into it. Some clients can definitely be a little afraid just because they don't know what to expect. But I found that hasn't happened yet, thankfully.
Who's somebody that you really want to do?
I would love to read Lana Del Rey. Would be amazing.
What would you do?
I don't even know. I mean, it's kind of the thing because I never know where I'm going or who I'm reading on the show. They just kind of open the door and walk in. So if she's booked, that'll be interesting. But
They don't let you know who's coming on?
Well, that's the point because for skeptics, they
guess.
say, well, if you know who you're reading, then you can just Google them. Well, they don't tell me at all.
That
So
makes sense.
when I show up,
Wait, have you
That's
ever
so freaked
have you
out.
ever though had them walk in and you're like, shit, I don't know who that is.
all the time, all
They're
the
like,
time.
it's a new media star. You're like, bitch, I don't know who that is.
I did not recognize Boy George. If that tells you anything.
Well, you're 20.
I
That's
know.
true, too.
Yeah, it's past his time.
Yeah. Ooh, it did not go well.
Oh, it went fine. No, it was just, it's all good.
The
He's a
subtle
celebrity
shade.
apprentice now. That's cool.
He is. Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Okay, wait. Okay, what other celebrities have you done? So you did.
Snooki. Pretty much.
Oh, she showed up for your show.
Yeah, she showed up at your show.
Motherfucker.
She was sick on our show. What do you read on that? You know what I read on that?
Fakeness.
No, we love her. She's great. Friend of the show. Didn't come, but friend of the show.
And Amber Rose, I read. I read
my
Amber
God.
Rose, and there was, oh my gosh, there's been so many. And Janice Dickinson, I heard she licked you. We've shared a transitive kiss via Janice Dickinson because she licked my face.
Oh.
And so therefore,
She licked your face too?
yeah, it happened.
Did she give you her number and say, like, I'll take you to the Abbey?
Oh my,
Is
no,
that her- is
I
that her
didn't
trick?
get that. She didn't do that to me. I don't know. Oh my.
she likes older
I must
men.
have not been her type. I wonder what the giveaway was.
Did you
my
meet her
God.
husband?
I did not meet, I didn't know she had a husband. Oh my
She
God.
does.
Oh, Rocky.
Oh.
She went
Poured a whole
graphic detail
drink
about her
on his
husband.
head.
Oh, my.
Yeah, she poured a bottle of water on his head. She's great.
Aw.
Love her. I really do. Okay, wait. So, okay, I have so many questions. Okay. So, what do you think about? Oh, Caitlyn Jenner. Oh, that's interesting. You read Caitlyn Jenner?
I didn't, but I've met her.
Oh, how did that go?
It was really good. It was really interesting. It was at the TSAs randomly, and she was there doing a talk. So it was right around when her show came out. She's really lovely.
Did you see anything?
I didn't. It was so brief. I just said hi.
So it's not okay. So, but if you did, like, okay, say for example, you're at like the Teen Choice Awards,
Right.
And like Bella Thorne walks by.
I read her. Yes.
You did?
I did on the show.
Bitch,
Season
where
one.
do you even start?
Oh my.
Where the fuck do you even start?
It was a
By the
solid
way,
reading.
I love. Wait, what'd you say?
It was a solid reading. It was, yep.
I actually like her. I know a lot of people don't like her because she's actually probably crazy, but I like crazy. She's dating Sam Pepper now. Do you know who that is?
I do know.
Sam
I
fucking
do know
Pepper?
who Sam Pepper
Don't
is.
read that. you'll go to jail for what you find out. Wait, so what was that like? She is a hot ass mess in the
well,
best way possible.
You know, funny, I didn't recognize her. We were at a party, and I just basically got a pull, and I walked up, and I said I had a father coming through, and I gave a couple details, and she acknowledged that these details were personal and that this was actually connected to her father. So we sat down, and yeah, I mean, it came through. It was just really emotional and very impromptu, and I think she probably didn't really know how to process it. I wouldn't know how to
Yeah, at a
process being right at a party, you know, of all times.
Get me all the drinks.
That's also, though, why I really put such a strong emphasis on a time and a place to do a reading, because, you know, here she is at a party, and I want someone to kind of seek me out to get a reading. I want someone who is coming to me. But that was a case where, I had a message, and I think it did hopefully provide a little help.
That's so interesting. Have you ever been halfway through reading and been like, I don't want to do this anymore?
Oh my gosh! Usually,
And then you speed it up. You're like, they're all gone. Bye.
Yeah,
it's like they're happy.
Doors closed.
No, thankfully, you know, if once I kind of get going, usually, I if anything, I will kind of hold the client hostage. I'm like, all right, look, I have to get this out. Like, you have to stay here. I'm like, if we're gonna be over another hour, I just have to kind of get through everything. Because if I go home and I haven't gotten everything out, I sometimes will just feel like I just haven't been able to really do my job completely, and it'll kind of stick with me. So.
Don't beat yourself up for it.
Oh, thank
The
you.
spirits understand.
You're a doll.
Wait. When you were in school, I saw an interview you did, and you were talking about it. You said when you were in school, you would like read your teachers. That's everything.
So I was horrible at math, and my math teacher felt so bad for me. So literally, at the end of class, I was like, I talk to dead people, and like I had a message for her, and she like burst into tears crying. But basically, every week, I would like go and see her after class, and we'd be like, oh, how's it going? We talk about spirituality and stuff. She'd help me with math. So it was like an exchange.
All right.
Yeah, I was like, all right, like, you give me the math answers. And all.
Did she give you the answers, or did
She gave me the insight and the knowledge and the teaching skills for
Nice.
me to be able to pass the class.
I'd be like, bitch, just give me the answers. Or I would have been like, well, your father's coming through, and he's saying you should probably just give me all the answers for all the finals.
I mean,
No, you should have
rest of
sold
the
it. You
year.
should have been like,
Yeah.
listen, like, you give me A, B, or C, and I'll tell you how you're gonna die.
Exactly.
Just like, can I get an A? Can I get a B?
Trade and barter.
Do you see death,
You know,
or do you not want?
I have before, but it tends to not be any different than seeing births. So I know this was kind of random, but it's just like death tends to be something I prioritize when I see. I tend to just focus on people's kind of here and now lives,
Right.
Because that's kind of what matters. Death is just more like the exit. It's just kind of like that's when we continue on to the next realm. Whereas I think most of the information that comes through is more about this realm in the here and the now, kind of before death is where.
So if you're meeting with somebody and like you get a feeling that they're gonna die like soon, would you tell them, or would you be like, ooh, I don't want to?
Ooh, that's risky.
I would have to know what I felt was going to contribute to a cause of passing, and in telling them, I would have to verbalize it in a way that I would know that it could be avoided. So if someone has a medical susceptibility, for example, I've told people, you know, you're going to have a heart susceptibility, and you need to get it checked. And when they do, you know, there was a case recently where someone didn't and they passed away. And so it can be hard. But there are, you know, times when people maybe don't know how to process that information medically.
Was that on your show, or was that in real life?
It was in real life, but it was a tough one. But and as a medium, I hold on to a lot of emotions with that, because I want people to live for long lives, and I want them to go get checked. But when people's skepticism, you know,
Gets in the
overrules
way.
that, it can be hard.
When was that?
That was a couple months ago. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but you know, I can't make people go to the doctor. I can only tell people what I feel, and
So Shane, you should probably go to the doctor or do whatever he said. You should probably
No,
get that
listen.
shit
What
checked, yo.
he said
What he said was,
what is that?
What he said
Quit
was,
drinking.
This drinking is going to hurt my stomach. He didn't say that I need to go to the doctor right now.
Exactly. You're all good.
He said I'm all good.
Yep. I'm
Okay.
all
I don't know if I fully believe that, but like
partially good.
I'll take that.
We're good.
Wait, okay. We have a game. I don't understand
Fun.
it,
I'm excited. I like games I
but
don't
Jess
understand.
understands it.
Basically, what we have here
Oh my.
is a whole stack of different people,
Yes.
things, trends, places, whatever. And basically, y'all got to guess if it's dead or alive.
This is going to be interesting.
Amen. Fist bump.
Amen.
Right?
So,
Do
Wait,
it.
hold on. Wait, what is this?
I think he's dead.
Oh, we have buttons.
we
We're gonna
got
test it.
buttons. So I don't know if
look.
you'd like to like pull one, take a card, any card,
No,
or
you
you
just
want me
hold
to
it.
pull them out?
Yeah,
All
you
right.
just hold them.
Let's.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go like
Yeah, just random. What is that?
Oh my.
Paris Hilton. She's alive, bitch.
No, not Paris. The phrase "that's hot."
Oh,
That's hot.
that's dead.
Damn.
What do you see for Paris?
You're right.
I first see that's hot.
Is she ever coming back?
She will. She'll come
She
out.
is. She was
my
just
God,
on
She-
Access
she-
Hollywood.
She needs to like do a Shane Dawson YouTube video.
That would be everything, and she has never agreed to do it.
She needs
but
to.
I'm gonna force her. What? How will she ever do your show? Make that happen.
I don't know.
my
Like I said,
God.
I never schedule it. So
Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what I'll talk to your people. So we'll do an episode where it's me and Paris Hilton.
There you go. That I would die. Can you
Done.
imagine?
Okay, done and done. Oh, that would be everything. Okay, sorry. Keep going.
She's actually really smart. She was just on Access Hollywood. Had a good interview about business adventures.
Okay.
And how she was a character the whole time.
I love Paris more than anything. But my problem with her is when she does those fucking interviews, she's like, yeah, like when I was like young, I was like pretending to be like dumb. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's what she was
shut
saying.
up. You are very rich and you are very smart, but don't play that game.
That's what she was
She's
saying.
like, yeah, now my real voice is like this. And I'm like, no, it's not.
And I'm a DJ.
Yeah,
DJ
whatever.
Paris Hilton.
All
Love
right.
her, though.
Who's this?
Oh, Steve
Oh,
Jobs.
Steve
Steve
Jobs.
Jobs.
He's
He's
dead.
passed.
You are correct.
He's-
Does he have anything
Or
to say?
is
You know.
Or did he?
Not a fan
How
of the actor.
about
Oh, her career.
Don't you
Mariah's
is very
career?
much alive.
First of all, they're
Is
on the
very much
same
alive.
channel E.
according to the
she's
producers, it's dead, but
No.
I don't agree.
Wait, what do you mean the producers?
Because I didn't make up these
Who said,
things.
who said she's dead?
I didn't make these up.
I saw her live in Vegas. And listen, I'm not a Mariah stan. Like, I don't know any of her music except for like one song. She was the best singer I've ever seen in my entire life.
She great.
So when that whole New Year's thing happened, I'm like,
amazing.
she's crazy, but like she literally, I saw her sing right in front of me, and it was the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
She's good.
She came out on a fucking jet.
I heard her at like Wango Tango like 10, 15 years ago, and she had laryngitis. She came out, sorry guys, I can't dance. And then she took a sip of tea, and she was like, yeah, and like beautiful. So I was like, all right, work it, Mariah.
All
Who's
have a bad
this?
day work.
Bomber jackets.
You know, oh
Dead
God,
or alive?
I have one in my closet. I might be screwed.
I think
if we're
that's
good.
alive, right? I don't
It's
know.
alive.
Is
It's
it-
lit. It's alive. I don't know
lit?
about starter.
Let's
'cause
never
that's
say
from
lit.
the
Lit
80s.
is like the worst.
Is lit dead?
Lit's dead.
Oh, my bad.
We're killing lit.
I feel like I just got into lit.
And then I'm going to communicate it. Communicate
Can you
with it. Wow.
communicate to the dead and tell them to help us kill Shook and Lit
I'm
and
getting there
Woke?
slowly.
Okay,
I have a
good.
list. We're
Okay, good.
we're getting there.
Okay.
Is that Tippy Hedren?
This is selfies, the art of taking selfies.
That'll never be dead.
That'll
Alive
It makes
and
people look
well.
skinny, and it'll never be dead.
That's right.
As long as
All
there's a
right, let's
face.
do a couple more. Oh, how about Shane's old hairstyle?
Oh, that's it's little
my
fetus Shane.
God.
Fetus Shane.
This haunts.
Oh, I had a
I
crush
wish-
on you.
I wish
that era.
I wish that you could connect
is my
to
soulmate.
past Shane
Yeah.
and tell him to end it. The haircut,
Right?
Just end it. This is. Can you see? Like, first of all, look at the eyes.
Look at the,
Death in the
darkness.
eyes.
it's.
Are you connecting
I like your
to
forehead.
her past?
Like I.
You can't see his forehead.
No, that's the thing. I can see.
Oh,
it
now you
so
can,
I'm like,
yeah.
no, it's
Oh,
better.
you passed that up, didn't
Oh,
you?
no.
Dead.
Choker necklaces.
Well, Matt Lauer brought them back. Did you see that?
He wore one.
He wore a choker.
Oh, shut your mouth, Matt Lauer. I'm not a fan of the chokers.
I'm
I
not-
wasn't in the 90s.
I
and
couldn't
I'm
do
not
that.
now.
It would make my neck look fat.
Yeah,
it would
it
make me.
bugs.
I feel like I couldn't breathe.
Yeah, and do you remember that like old wives' tale with the lady that wore the ribbon around her neck, and then like when she took it off, the head flew off?
head
Yes.
off.
That's what I
That's
think
how I
about
feel with
chokers.
my pants. Like if I took my pants off, all the fat, like it would be bad.
Just cellulite.
No, that's actually just what happens. Nancy and Ronald Reagan.
Bitch, who are they? Drag them.
Dead.
Drag the Reagans. We want relevance.
Get in there.
Snapchat over.
Snapchat, Instagram.
Cast of Lost, bitch. Where are they?
Gone.
Who the
They're
fuck
lost.
is she, bitch? Dead.
Who is that?
Flannel,
Kato
it'll
Kaelin?
never die.
Never die.
Who's this? Man bun, bitch. I can't.
Oh
I
my
can't.
lord!
Listen,
his
I'm all
jaw
about.
structure. Good
I
God.
like.
I'm
a
all
good
about
man bun.
gender, whatever the fuck, but no, I can't.
I will grab that man bun. Just go get
What is
down
this?
there.
American Apparel. That's
Dead.
dead, right?
Yeah.
What else we
paper cut
got?
my eye.
Ringling,
Ringling,
whatever.
that-
Dead.
Who even goes
They're
to the
closing
circus
down.
anymore?
They're closing down because no
Really?
one does.
SeaWorld. Bitch.
Tillicum.
Drag SeaWorld. Drag them. Drag them. They're
Drag
dead.
'em. You're dead to me, SeaWorld.
What do
You're
you
dead.
think about SeaWorld?
Shamu.
Let's
I've
get
never
controversial.
been, actually, to SeaWorld.
Who is that?
Iggy Pop?
Oh my god, who is she?
That's Iggy Pop.
Is that Kesha? That's Kesha.
Kesha. That could be Kesha
forgot
in
to
a
put my
couple
contacts
years.
in.
God, I miss Kesha.
That's definitely
When is
Iggy Pop.
Kesha coming back?
You know what? I need to find Kesha.
Read her.
Read her to filth.
Read.
I would read.
I don't know where you'd start.
I love her.
She
so
said she
much.
fucks. I love her more than you.
You do. You do.
No, but she like says she fucks ghosts. Do you think that's real?
I don't. That sounds very overwhelming. I feel like I would just prioritize the living. Like let's focus on.
Right. Well, thank you for coming.
Oh, of
thank you
course.
for talking to the dead.
You know
Thank
it.
you for reading us to
Aw.
filth, and thank you for just being you.
Of
And
course.
keep spreading that message, and you're
Absolutely.
delightful.
Thank you both so much.
All right, guys. Hope you have fun with us. We have fun with
Yes.
you. Go check out his show. It's on E. When is it on?
Oh, you know,
All the time.
2017 spring. I'm always waiting.
It's on. And I hope you get to repair Silton and me and
Kesha.
and Kat. Oh my God,
And
that would be huge. That would
Yes.
go like viral. Okay,
I'd love
Kesha.
that. We will do
She'll
it.
do it.
It must.
What's she doing?
Shane sees it in my future.
All right, guys. See you later. Bye. See you in the future.
Awesome.
Or not. My stomach explodes. Bye.